Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. I'm SoCal Thero, and today we're going to be picking up the last bit of this route. If you don't know already, we picked up some cars from Carlsbad, New Mexico. We made a quick stop in Kingman, Arizona, and then we traveled from Kingman all the way up to Reno, Nevada right now, the northwestern part of Nevada. And we had to make a stop here as well due to rest. And we're finally gonna take a little detour, but we're gonna go into California, just slightly. The Northern California will be in Redding over here, and then we're gonna travel up, just right up the center of Oregon because I haven't been this way yet. And we'll go through Bend and the Dalles, I think is how it's pronounced. Not totally sure, to end up at our destination in Portland there. So I already got the truck running. It's another beautiful day here. It's almost 9 a.m. I think is what I read, and we're getting out here on the road right now. I'm just getting out of the rest stop where I parked. I pulled the truck out, and then I realized that I had my microphone muted, so the intro I recorded earlier was completely garbage, non-existent, so I had to redo that. Wondering why we weren't in our previous parking spot. This is going to be a pain in the ass to get out of. I'm gonna have to force my way. I don't even have any AI traffic mods or anything. It's just this bad right now. Then again, it's during, I mean, what day is it? It's a Wednesday, so it's I mean it's a work day, and there's probably a lot of people in Reno here trying to get out or go somewhere or go to work. So, geez, the traffic is just piling up. I'm gonna try to even though this Magnum looks like he's gonna be a dick about it, I'm gonna try to squeeze out past this truck. Man, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna have enough space to swing this thing out. Yeah, this traffic's bad. But hope you guys are having a good week so far. Can't complain with mine. Been really busy at work. But, this is usually our busy time of the year with my job because they do all the healthcare, like open enrollments for you guys at work. Like you have to renew your health benefits each year. And I like kind of put myself right here on this trailer. Maybe that'll. Really, dude? Really? You're gonna be that guy? I'm gonna have to like really put myself out here. Whoops. Going in reverse. Let me see how. Like, look at how close I am, and nobody gives a shit. All right, I'm gonna kind of sneak out here and start turning like I'm really. I mean, I know you're a fire truck, but you want to like give me a hand here? No, nobody seems to give a shit. Nobody cares. There's another truck coming. Come on, dude. I am really forcing my way out here. Like, this is ridiculous. Look what I gotta do just to get out. Officer, please, somebody. Come on, guys. Like, look at how close I am to these cars right now. I'm like within inches here. Come on, dude. I'm gonna roll it. I know that's not totally legit, but I have to. Okay, cool. See? I had to roll it just far enough to where finally somebody cut me a break here. And they're gonna have to wait now because I gotta cut it into the opposite lane just to get out of here and not flip anything. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez, I hate to be that asshole, but there's just no end in sight for the traffic. Alright, we still got, we're clear on the left. The right, there's a nice little blind spot in my A-pillar there. I think we're not good yet. We're gonna pull out here just a bit. I can't see for the life of me. Alright, I think we're good right now. We're going for it. Going for it. I'm sorry. I got to get to my destination. Man, talk about a headache. This morning traffic in Reno is no joke. Jeez. Finally got out of there. We're in the mix with all the morning commuters. Guy's got a Walmart trailer with him. Pretty cool. Oh, but he's probably not gonna merge onto the highway right. I'm gonna be screwed here too. I'm gonna hang back and see. If it's clear, he'll just get on, but I have this bad feeling. Oh no, he's moving pretty quick. Okay. Maybe it's not one of those freeway on-ramps where you just get thrown right into traffic and you're screwed if you're in a truck. Which it looks like it's not cool. And he's getting off at the next exit, so I gotta get over as quick as I can. That was not enough space at all. Luckily there's not real traffic densities in here, because I'm sure I would have had to force my way in, just like I did to get out of that truck stop. Well, like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna try to make this the last episode, even if we have to huff it and be extremely tired and nearly falling asleep behind the wheel to get there, because it's not that much farther. It says it's about a 12-hour drive, and it's really not that bad. Jeez. Okay, dude. Well, at least you're over. So I don't want it to go into 4 episodes. I didn't want it to go into 3 episodes, truth be told, but I just didn't want the episode to just keep dragging on to like another hour or an hour and a half episode for me driving from Reno all the way up to Portland there. It's definitely a long route, that's for sure. I probably should have picked something a little bit shorter so I didn't have to do it in parts. This guy out here, get out of this lane so he can merge over. Appreciative, huh? You're welcome, boss. Oh shit, we're gonna be merging lanes again here. And this guy's gonna be slowing us up. Go ahead and jake brake it here. Ooh, we're gonna have to put it into the brakes. Come on, dude. Get it going. Oh, there's a truck up ahead, that's why. And there's people turning off here too. No, not many though. Now we'll be stuck behind this traffic. You can, looks like, I mean, yeah, we're on the western side of Nevada here, northwest side of Nevada, so it's kind of a little bit greener, but I'd go as far as saying is we're probably in California or pretty close to California, because these are kind of starting to look like some big red. Oh yeah, there's the sign right there. Welcome to California. There we go. We are in California. I was gonna just say it looks like some of the bigger red. I mean, these aren't redwoods, but it looked like the bigger redwood trees. Wow, I am not in my lane. I gotta slow it down for these turns. Manage these a little bit better. If somebody was coming the other way, like this truck, had he been coming any quicker, I would have hit him. This looked like a clone of this truck. My gray color. I'm glad I picked gray. One day, if I ever get to, or if I can find somebody to do it for me at this pace, I do finish the project car. The color I want to paint it is gray. I bought a white Evo, and I had my choice of white or red or gray, and I chose white because originally I wanted red, but then I figured cops would pull me over more often driving a red Evo, because it would stand out more. So I was like, nope, scratching that. And then I saw gray, and I was like, yeah, gray's kind of dull and boring. I don't want that. But as much as I like my white color car, which I do, I love my white Evo. I still enjoy that color. Like, that was the right choice for me. It's easy to maintain. But after seeing the like gray cars so much now, I kind of want a gray car now, and want to get like a darker gray color, kind of like what's on my truck here. Just give you guys an idea. Kind of hard to tell from that angle. It almost looks like a black. This is not legit at all, but yeah, kind of like almost a black color gray. Truth be told, if I could, I'd have a black one, but black is a color on a car. If you guys don't own black or never own a black car, it's just a color I probably would never own. As much as I like it, it's such a pain in the ass to clean them. Like, I mean, when I worked for my dad before at the car dealership, when I was a car detailer, like I washed cars, him and his partner that owned the dealership too, both drove black trucks. My dad drove a black F-150 Harley pickup truck, a 2003. Thing was all black, and then his partner drove, like his business partner drove a 2004, and then again this was in 2004, 2005. Drove a black lifted Ford F-250 crew cabs, like diesel truck, and the things were always like getting dirty. Like every week I had to do like a full detail to their trucks, and it was just ridiculous. Like the amount of dirt that accumulates on the thing, like in a weekend, is just bad enough, and then if you let it go a whole week, it's just terrible. And every time you wash it, all the little dirt particles and stuff would just be left on the towel or on the car that you just didn't quite get, and you'd get all these swirls that you'd have to like polish and buff out. Ooh, somebody got pulled over here. Caught a little space. I see you. I'm giving you some space, giving you room. And it was just such a pain in the ass that it left such a bad taste in my mouth with black vehicles, because they were just, I mean, they look great, don't get me wrong, like a black luxury car or a black truck. Like if I had the money, I would buy a Porsche 911 Turbo and it would be black, because I would not mind paying the extra money to get it detailed and clean and storing it all the time and whatnot to make sure that it was kept in great condition. Because I mean, it's a more expensive exotic car, so I mean, you can afford that, you can afford to take care of it. So like in that case I wouldn't mind. But yeah, like on an everyday car like my project car, or like a car that I want to get, like I want to get a Lexus IS, either 250 or 350. I'm more of a 250. I don't really need the 350. I don't know what the difference is with them these days, but I don't really, if it's not much, I don't really need it probably. But I wouldn't mind having one of those, and I would buy it in black, but just because it was a luxury car. But like the project car, there's no way I could do that in black. It would just get beat up too much. And these days now though, they have that ceramic coat protection, which I have some of my car club buddies, my evil car club buddies, were telling me that they have this guy that they recommend, and oh, there goes our payment to the loan, that they would recommend me using, and I found him on Instagram, and I just gotta message him and see how much it is. But supposedly you don't have to polish or wax whatever the ceramic coating's done. Like they have to do like a really strong detail to the car. Like they strip down all the buildup of waxes and polishes and everything off the car, which I usually do like every few years with my Evo. I'll do a clay bar to it, and really I'll spend like 5 or 6 hours just detailing the crap out of it and cleaning it. But supposedly they do that and they strip all the old stuff off, and then they put this like ceramic coat protected on it, and like all you have to do is wash the car and you'll get no swirl marks or anything for a year. So, or depending on how they put it on and how much they put on, it could be up to 2 years, I've heard too. If you guys look at the channels that I subscribe to, you'll see Donut Media on there. They're pretty funny. They some of the hosts on that one, they kind of go over what ceramic coating is like from a scientific standpoint and what it does, and pretty interesting what they do now. So it's something for me to look into. Might have to do. Yeah, I was hoping to get there before we get like tired and start passing out behind the wheel, but this truck is really slowing us down. Like he's carrying limestone or something, some sort of like material or mineral in his load, and it looks like he's carrying 2 trailers. I could be wrong on that. I can't tell from here. I'm blind as hell. Maybe it's only one. And I'm carrying cars and I'm catching him pretty quick. Like if I put my foot into the gas more like I am right now, I'll get stuck behind him again. Be tailgating the shit out of him. Oh yeah, it's only 1 trailer. And then with turns here, I'm taking the turn a little bit quicker than him, although I had to brake for that one because that truck was in the other lane and I didn't want to dip into his lane trying to apex the corner in an 18-wheeler so I could make it. Yeah, if you guys are into cars, that Donut Media page is really cool, and the hosts on it are really funny. I've only seen 3 of them so far, and I think there's probably more, but I've only seen 3. and they're both really entertaining. They're good to watch. If you guys have extra time, or if you're into cars, it's definitely a channel to go check out and possibly even subscribe to. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, by the way. Just a channel that I enjoy watching. Which brings me to something else. Like a couple of my coworkers, when I told them, like, I don't tell a lot of people that I do YouTube because I want to see how it builds on its own. Like, I don't want to tell family and then all of a sudden family tells friends and then they all start subscribing and then all of a sudden my subscriber count goes up, and it's from like direct family related friends or family members, and I kind of want to see how it grows over time, like without that, you know. I don't know how to explain that. I kind of want to, it sounds like I'm like one of those kids that like wants a new toy, but his parents make him earn it by like going out to and doing chores instead of just buying it for him. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't even know if that was a good reference. I hope it was. But I was telling one of my coworkers that I do a YouTube channel, and then they asked me what I do, and I told them, I was like, basically I just like play video games and record it. Like I record it and I talk to my audience and whatnot, and I try to engage them and speak back and whatnot, and they were like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And when they were talking to me about it, they're like, do you get paid? And I was like, no, I don't do it. I'm too new to it before you start making any income. It takes a long time. You gotta work really hard. And I was like, yeah, I just do it as a hobby now. If it blossomed into that, that'd be great. But when he was talking to me about it, he's like, well, then what's the benefit of it? And I said, well, I mean, like I said, it's like a hobby, but I kind of broke down YouTube to him, and he kind of, and I didn't even think about this till I started talking to him about it, but when you think about it, YouTube is like a cable provider in a way. This is going to be kind of weird to talk about, but I mean, hell, we got a long ass drive ahead of us. Why not, right? But like, when you think about it, YouTube is like a DirecTV or a Time Warner cable or a Spectrum or whatever you have that you can pay for if you want to, or it's free, and it has unlimited channels. Like, basically, when you're watching like a Jeff Fabiano or a Bear Bugs or a Polecat or a Civ Ryan or Donut Media or me or Skyline GTR Freak or any of these guys that create content, anybody, I mean anybody, not just gamers or anything like that, you're essentially like changing the channel on a TV to another channel is what it is. So it's kind of like a cable box. And when I said that to him, he's like, you know, that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like you have your own channel. Which, I mean, that's what everybody says. It's a YouTube channel. So it makes sense. And then when I started thinking about it after I explained it to him, I was like, damn, you know what? That makes, yeah, that's like breaking it down. I mean, granted, most people probably know that already and see it like that. Sorry, I need to cut you off, dude, but I'm trying to get on this. I'm merging myself. But, when you think about it, you're just like, oh, yeah, you know what? That is what it is. And, I mean, that's why it's called a YouTube channel, because it's a channel, basically. I don't know, it kind of like took me back for a second. I was like, wow, yeah, that is why it's called that. I don't know, I'll call it a dumb blonde moment, I don't know, but yeah, we were just talking about it, and then when I started telling him about that, and he's like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And then I thought about it, I was like, yeah, you're right, that's actually a really good way to put it. It's like just kind of having your own TV show on a channel that you own, which is pretty cool. And I mean, what's great for us as viewers is, I mean, we can tune to whatever we want. Like, if you're into, like, for example, if you're into video games, there's a bunch of people that do video game content. So you're kind of, the sky's the limit on that. If you're into cars, there's car channels. If you're into mechanical stuff, there's a bunch of mechanical stuff, like for airplanes and cars and helicopters and motorcycles and whatnot. Like, it's pretty cool, the different things that you can watch. And that's why I always tell people, like, YouTube is kind of, I mean, to quote the song where it says radio or video killed the radio star, it's kind of like YouTube killed the cable company. I mean, you don't see it now because, I mean, there's still cable companies and everybody's, like, I still have DirecTV, so I still have TV, but I don't really watch TV as much as I used to. Like, I have a few programs, like I mentioned before, that I watch with my wife, like, well, I mean, I watch Walking Dead, and then me and my wife watch The Big Bang Theory together. and then we watch Bob's Burgers together as well, and I'll watch a car show every now and then, like car restoration. Oh, look at this, we're in Weed Lumberyard. It's actually a town in California too. Yeah, the Whole Foods over there, that's cool. Not much, just looks like it's like a downtown kind of feel with a chevron or chevron, I guess is what they're calling it here. Is this the road I need? Yeah, the GPS is not looking too clear to me. But yeah, look at all these redwoods. We must be in Oregon already, and I'd missed the sign. Because this is already a lot more greener. Look at this drive. I've been to Oregon like 2 or 3 times already, and then I bought my garage up here, but every time I come up to this state in this game, you always see something new that just really stands out. Like, look at these redwood trees. This looks so northern California / northwestern part of the U.S. It's just really cool to see. You know, my truck is struggling to get up this damn hill. Here we go. Getting over the bend of it now, it looks like. I kind of wish the ground coverings, like the plant life was a little more green to go with it, but I guess that makes sense. And it is in a way, it's tucked back in there. Alright, I'm gonna probably be rubbernecking a lot up here. Just seeing all the scenery. I like driving up here in Oregon in this game. Nice to get I mean, don't get me wrong, I like driving in California, because I mean I'm from California, and I like driving in Nevada and Arizona and New Mexico, but it's nice to be in the northwest part of the country where it's a little more green and it's not so deserty like those parts of it. So it's nice to get a little bit of a break and a change. It'd be really cool if they could, and I doubt they'll be able to. Man, that turn was kind of hard. I gotta slow it down here. I doubt there'll be something they could do easily. Maybe they can. I don't know. I don't know what SES's limitations are, but it'd be really cool to like make your way, like if they ever do make their way into Colorado. Like I know at one point they said they plan on doing the entire U.S. and maybe even into Canada. But if they made it into Colorado and you could like go up in the Rockies and it's like snowing or something, that would be absolutely amazing to see. I really hope that if they do that, they have those capabilities, because that'll just make that state even more enjoyable to drive through or make stops in. A little side note as well, if you couldn't tell with my voice, I forgot to bring water up with me this time, and last time it did help me out and preventing my voice and not getting too scratchy, but this time it is tearing it up. A speeding violation? Where was the cop? Oh, I hear him. Is he down there? I think he's down there. No, that's a truck. Never mind. Oh, we're drifting lanes here. Damn. Another speeding ticket. Yeah, it happens though. Oh well, tone it back here. We'll do cruise. Oh, there's the sign. Oregon welcomes you. Nice. Yeah, so now we're officially in Oregon, and now we're officially over stupid speed limits like in California there with the 55. I should have known because it was still 55, and now that I hit Oregon, it's 60. Because I can't drive 55. Whoa. I'm a little bit younger, so I didn't know that song before Back to the Future. To date myself there a little bit. Once I saw that movie, that's when I knew that song. When McFly goes to the future and then he comes back. The 1985, I think it is, and then all of a sudden it's changed. Biff's like in power and whatnot. The scene with the bikers like riding around Biff's casino and have that song playing. YouTube shouldn't copyright hit me because I mean I'm singing it. It's not the original song. It's a hope, anyways. Now we better slow down. Klamath Falls discovered. Oh, okay. Discovered another town in Oregon. That's cool. I think I still got like 1 or 2 more to discover in Arizona and another one in Mexico, and Or Mexico, New Mexico. Jeez. That'd be cool if we could drive through Mexico too. Who knows? Maybe one day we can. Oh, what is this? That's okay. So we gotta stay here. At least that wrong way sign was up. It kind of helped me out. I was like, man, what's this road doing? Oh, I gotta slow down. I am spilling into the other lane there. There we go. Actually, I want to spill into the other lane because it's a slower truck lane. And it doesn't matter because I gotta merge back anyways. Great. This is a town, so it looks like I'm gonna have to reduce speed here. Oh, this is neat. The little gas station over here. Looks like a little hotel there. Oh, this is neat. Another gas station over there with a rest stop. This looks cool. Looks really cool. I have a hard time in Oregon. I always want to look at all the scenery. Oh, I got past the way station. Oh, you know what? I think I've missed the marker on our waypoint. Oh no. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's be a little more legit in this episode. Pull it over real quick and see. I mean, I got a waypoint now, but let's see. Oops. Zoomed off there. Oh no, okay, I guess, wait, why is that there? Oh, I put the waypoint in the wrong spot. Well, either way, it put me on the right road I intended to take, so I passed it, but I didn't pass it. Well, this will be good. I'll get these cars. Well, I'll get the cars through, but this truck's gonna be nice and let me through. Wave him on, thank you. Let me pull back out there again. Again, he might not have had the clearance. Truth be told, I would have liked stopping in that way station. It looks pretty cool. It's like up a hill right there, and then you can kind of gain some speed and get back down here again and yield. And then it's on the other side too. That's pretty cool. It's different. Yeah, I don't think I've taken... Yeah, I haven't taken this road before in real life up to Oregon before. I took just 5. I've taken the 5 all the way up, and then I've taken PCH as well. Well, I rode on the way up through PCH. That's when I was younger and I couldn't drive. I went with my dad. It was a family trip up there to see my grandparents up in Salem. It was pretty cool. It's a lot longer drive going up PCH, but there's a lot of nice scenery. You got the ocean on one side that you're just following along, and pretty scenic drive. And doing this, I mean, you get to see the redwoods and then drive through that one redwood tree. That was always pretty fun and cool to drive the Explorer, the Expedition that we had at the time in there, and be sitting in the tree. It was always cool. And the redwood tree that they cut out from the road. I think I am speeding. Oh no, I guess I'm not speeding right now. I feel like I'm moving really fast for this road, but I'm not. Actually, I am. I'm doing a 5 over, which is fine. I'm not speeding. Well, I'm speeding, but I'm not the ticket land yet, like I was earlier with the CHP. I really like the scenery up here. It's so cool seeing all these redwood trees. These are more like legit redwood trees than when I mentioned it earlier in Northern California. You can actually see them. Like, they're pretty tall. I mean, granted, the real ones are like, when you're out there, they're like humongous, but still, these are pretty cool to see. Kind of like what I liked about the redwood tree mod on GTA 5, or the mods on GTA 5 mods, the redwood tree mod. Really cool. Kind of gave you that Northern California, or San Andreas in that case, feel with it all around Paleto Bay and whatnot. Oh, you know what? I didn't even check my gas to make sure I did have enough gas. I just said it, but yeah, we have about, it looks like 800 or 900 miles on this tank, and I know the route was less than that, so we should be okay as long as this load of cars isn't gonna wear out our fuel here a lot quicker. Oh, slow down for the town here. Oh, instant bus gone. What the hell? That was weird. Bell Cafe. Looks like it's some good food there. When you see smoke coming out, it means one of two things. Either they're got really tasty grill food or the place is on fire. Motto I live by. When it comes to food, not like factories over there in the distance there. You might want to go there. Yeah, now the ground cover and the trees and everything, it feels more like northwestern part of the U.S. It is a pretty fun drive to do in real life, driving up here. Gotta slow it down again here. Put the cruise control on so I'm not overly speeding here. Yeah, it's a cops going by on the other side. Portland Highway. Or not Portland, but Oregon. I don't know why I want to keep calling Oregon Portland, just because Portland's in it. And that's where we're headed to. No, maybe that's why, because we're heading to Portland, Oregon. Maybe that's why I want to keep calling it that. Little fun fact about Oregon too, being that I've been up there for like, now granted I haven't been up there for a long time, but it might still be a law up there. I don't know for sure. But as soon as they, like, whenever I had to get gas, and I didn't know this at first, but when I pulled over to get gas, I'd see these guys standing by the gas pumps. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Are they gonna jump me or something? And whenever they see my California plate, they know I don't know what to do. Like, they see California plate, they know you're dumbass to their laws. Apparently it is against the law for you to pump your own gas in Oregon. At least it was back then when I last went. I don't know if that's still a law or not. It might be. But it used to be against the law for you to pump your own gas. You'd have to pull up. You'd give the guy either cash or your card, and you'd tell him how much you want him to pump, and they'd swipe your card for you, or they'd take your cash into the teller, and the teller will put the cash towards the pump, and then they would pump your gas for you, and they'd be like, yeah, you're all set, you can go. Ooh, we're getting some heavy frame droppage there, getting raped in the frames. I don't know why that is. Man, really heavy frame drop there. What the hell is killing my game right now? But yeah, apparently back then it was against the law, so I pulled up. I was getting ready to get out, and they're like, no, you don't get out and pump your gas. We pump your gas here. It's against the law. And I thought they were bullshitting me. I started laughing, and they're like, no, we're serious. It's against the law in Oregon. And I was like, oh my God, okay, well, here's my card, dude. Just fill her up, and I'll be on my way. If you couldn't tell, I'm going to California. And he's like, yeah, I can tell. Like, yeah, we get this all the time. And you guys come up here, you guys don't know. And I was like, oh, well, at least I don't feel like a dumbass, like the only one. It's kind of cool in a way, because I mean, kind of gives you that old, like how it used to be done in the like early 50s and the 60s, where they used to pump your gas, and it was like a pit crew service. Like you'd pull up, and they'd be like, okay, what else do you want? Do you want us to like check your tire pressure? Do you want us to change your oil? Like, they do everything right there. Seems like they've gotten away from that over the years because it's just not needed anymore. Nobody wants to pay for it, I guess. Well, it's kind of cool to still see it somewhere, if it's still a thing. I don't know. I haven't been up to Oregon in quite a long time. Know for sure if that's still a thing or not. I think, if I remember hearing correctly, it was still a thing. And I think it's that state and only one other state where they require you to not pump your own gas. Which is weird to just hear and say, because I mean, I've just been used to pumping my own gas my whole life, so this is kind of weird to me. You really have to take break. You hear a lot of people turning there. popular road down there. Back up to speed here now that speeds are changing again. So it's not California highway miles per hour that we have to drive here. Then again, I'm not on a highway. Well, I guess I'm on a highway. It says I'm on Highway 97. But it's not like you're... I'm on a highway, but I'm not on a freeway, I should say. It's not your typical freeway, like California freeway speeds or highway speeds of 55, but it varies a lot in here. Like, it goes down to 50, then 45, like when you're in a town, and then back up to 65 is what I'm at right now in a truck. So we could be moving along here pretty good. I think I'm gonna actually stay in this lane because I'm actually kind of creating the flow of traffic, even though there's a cop there with a Buick Enclave pulled over. Notice some frame drops there too, and there's a little bit more too. I wonder if it's just this state I'm having an issue right now. There must be a mod I have that's conflicting with it that's not updated yet. Which is really strange. As of this recording, the Oregon DLC has been out for I think 2 weeks now. Man, we got really lay into the brakes. Somebody's really poking along up here. Oh, this frame rate is just killing me. Look at this. Ugh. Just dragging along. Well, I'm gonna have to take a look at my mods. One of my mods seems like it's having a hard time with the new Oregon DLC. Yeah, it's just stuttering along. Look at this. Oh, that's cool. There's a fire truck parked on the side of the road there. It's like, well, I mean, obviously it's not an old one, but maybe that was the idea behind it. I didn't see a fire or anything. Here comes a cop. No, give him some space too. Got on his shoulder. I always love the scenery up here whenever I'm in Oregon in this game. It's so cool. And I haven't been on this side yet. That's why I wanted to take this road so I could see and discover roads and see all this new scenery. Even though it's 6 p.m. right now, and I have to turn left here. There we go. Yeah, if it's 6 p.m., when is this? Whoops, turn this thing off. How close are we? We're about 2 hours out. It says we should be there by 9. We'll have a nighttime delivery here. Man, this road's about to get real windy here too. Holy crap. I'm glad I'm not doing a heavy cargo load right now. This would be a nightmare. Looks like we're going on a downgrade too, so we'll just we won't even gas it. We'll just kind of let the truck do its thing here and just adjust as much as we can for steering. Get ready with some Jake brake too here, just in case. I tapped it by accident. 20 miles per hour trailer tip overs. Oh, don't need that happening, especially with this cargo. A bunch of cars exposed right now. I've seen some pretty bad accidents on these R haulers. I worked at Ford. A lot of times the truck driver is just not paying attention. And like with the two different levels, like you have controllers to adjust the levels and he's not paying attention. And like, for example, we had a new F-150 come in, brand new F-150, and his truck was full of all these new cars for our delivery. They put about, I think they put about 8 cars on there to deliver, if I remember right. So, had all the cars on there. And this truck was on the second level, and he had this Mustang on the top level above the truck, and sure enough, he hit the wrong lever and it went down and he wasn't paying attention and he crushed it. He like crushed the roof of the F-150. It's like almost totaled it out. We had to basically chop the top half of the truck off and completely re-weld and put a new roof on it. But I mean, it was money for us. It was covered by the trucking company because I mean, that's their insurance. They probably deal with stuff like freak accidents like that all the time. Whereas like the people like, man, what that stuff is like really flickering over there. Like for people like you and me, like that don't see it every day, it's like, oh wow, check that out. That truck just got crunched. I see a lot of crazy stuff when I was a car mechanic. Well, when I worked at a car dealership, I shouldn't say mechanic. I've seen some stuff as a mechanic too at the dealership, but we had. It's always dangerous, and after seeing it, it just reiterated my fear of it. But like, I hate working under hoists. I hate working under a car in general just because of how unsafe it is. Because something could happen. But at a dealership, they use hoists because it's all about the volume, getting it in and out as quick as they can. We had this hoist that was meant specifically for like Super Duty trucks, like F-250 and above, and like utility trucks like F-550s. And we used that to do the like oil change and whatnot, all kinds of different services on those bigger trucks. Well, we had it up in the air, and we had it was a customer's truck, and we had another customer's Ford Escort. And if you don't know what an Escort is, it's this really tiny car that Ford used to make. We had one of those sitting right next to it, and the hoist, the springs that and the locks that keep it in gave out, and the truck swayed. And there was somebody working onto this truck, mind you, and he was lucky he didn't get killed, but the truck swayed off and it fell on its right side and fell right on the Escort and just completely pancaked it. The insurance company for the dealership had to buy him a new car basically because it was just a total loss. The truck they were able to fix. I mean, when the truck fell, the mirror broke on it, and it has some scratches on the paint on the side, but that was it. But the Escort that it fell on, that thing was just completely obliterated. It looked like it had gone through a car crusher. That's just like one of many stories I could tell you from the car dealership world. There's that, and then like when the I showed up one day and one of those car haulers had dropped off a delivery of new inventory to us. I was looking at it and I was like, what the hell is that? And on a brand new, I mean, this is a 2003, but it was back in 2003, Ford Expedition, there was a piece of metal that had fallen from an airplane in the sky. It just fell off. I don't know what the hell it was to, but my uncle knew what it was because we asked him. My uncle used to be, oh shit, this turns a lot quicker than I thought. He used to be the CEO of Boeing Aerospace Division. He used to be an engineer for Boeing, and then he made his way up to the chief executive officer for their aerospace division, not of Boeing. When I tell people that, they're like, oh my god, you ran Boeing? No, not all of Boeing, just the aerospace side of it. And sorry, cop, I got into your lane there. Oh, we got a train coming. I have to slow down. But I had to ask, like, we asked him, we're like, do you know what this is? He's like, that's from a plane. He's like, where did you get it? We're like, it fell into the hood and it punctured a hood. Granted, this is a metal hood on a Ford Expedition, on a truck. It's like a steel hood. It fell and it punctured a hole through it, and it hit the engine block. It was so long and went right through it. I mean, I could hold it in my hand, but it was long enough that it hit the engine block, and luckily it didn't puncture a hole in it or anything. But the car needed basically a new hood. It was a brand new car and needed a hood because a part of a plane fell off and landed. Just happened to land on it. It was crazy to see. There's no way to track where it came from, though. If you guys were wondering, I couldn't tell you what kind of plane it was or what airliner it was or anything like that. There wasn't anything to track it. It was like just a big chunk of metal that fell out of the sky. But when you think about it, though, just think if that was a person walking there instead, it would have killed him. It's some freak accident. Some piece of an airplane flies off and lands on a person that just happens to be walking along and kills them because of the mass of the object and the speed of gravity. It's just insane. Yeah, we had no idea what it was until I asked my uncle, and then he was like, oh yeah, they put this on airplanes. He knew what it was from. I couldn't tell you what it was. I mean, this was back in 2003. I couldn't tell you. He told me what it was probably off of, most likely, but he wasn't for sure either, and I couldn't tell you what it was to this day. It was something on the underbelly. I don't know. I don't know planes that well to know. And I'm surprised. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. Like, I was surprised he did because he was more on the, like, he lived in Huntington Beach and worked for Boeing, and so did my aunt as well. But oh, there you go. Finally, you have to go into a way station. I haven't gone to one yet on this entire trip. But yeah, he worked for the aerospace, and even though he was there, he was always out. Like, he'd always have to go to Florida and sometimes, a lot of the times to China too, for like work-related stuff, for new launches and whatnot. We are sitting at 58,132 pounds. Finally got the weight of this thing. This trailer with my truck. That's cool. I'm completely surprised that I didn't get stopped in any other state other than Oregon. New Mexico didn't stop me. Arizona didn't stop me. Nevada didn't stop me. I was barely in California, but they didn't stop me. Come on, dude. I'm trying to merge. Thanks, dude. I kind of have to be an asshole about it, but you gotta be. Get in the road here. And it is getting dark. 8:34 though, meaning that we probably got about an hour till we're at our destination. Even though it's getting dark, look at the scenery around here, even at this time. Oh, look at that, like, lake or river or whatever that is right off to the right there. It looks like it's just a lake bed. There's nothing on the left, right? Oh, maybe it is a river. There's a bridge, and oh yeah, look at that. That is so cool to see. That's great scenery right there. That is really cool to see. If it wasn't dark, I would have pulled over to get a screenshot. Damn. Oh well. I'll have to take one later or something. And the waker uppers, they're cutting lane a little too close. Yep, of course I'm tired. Let me see how tired I am. I have an hour and 49 minutes. And it's going to take me about 34 minutes to get there. So we'll be fine. We'll get there and still have plenty of time. We'll have gas, so we'll drop this trailer off, and then we'll get gas and get some rest. I won't make you guys watch that, of course. I won't put that in the video. That doesn't make any sense. Hopefully, I mean, I'm saying we have enough time, but hopefully I don't have like a bad delivery where it's just hard for me to put it in the spot. Not too difficult. It's pretty cool. That sign said Vancouver. I think they do have ambitions to go all the way up to Canada. Might have to do Washington next, and then maybe Canada after that. That'd be pretty cool. Start hitting up some of the provinces of Canada. Vancouver would be British Columbia first, I believe. Do I get off here, or what do I do? Okay, I guess I get off here. As much as I miss the mod that gets rid of those, I appreciate it as a map that I don't know yet. Nice, it's gonna change for us. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man. Poke through this intersection. I was kind of hoping to keep my momentum and just burn right through it, but I guess not. Looks like our delivery's on the left, so we're gonna stay over here. South to Portland. I guess this is like the outskirts of Portland. You can say it doesn't look like a town, or town. It looks like a city, I should say. Portland is a town. Not really. Jeeps there. Ah, there's that frame droppage again. Jeez. I almost didn't make the light. This guy in the truck is like really poking it. This truck must not be able to handle whatever it is that he's carrying. It looks like 4 pallets of cable wires or something like that. Like really struggling with it. He had a hard time getting through the intersection on the off ramp. He just had a hard time with that. Oh, look at that. Logistics area, left lane. Okay, terminals, right lane. I wish this thing would off the screen so I could see where I can go. I can't see my GPS when that shit is on the screen. I bet you there's a thing that I could turn that off. where it's not alerting me every 5 seconds that my guy's tired. I'm so glad they added these protected turn lights, protected left turn lights in the game when that update came out. It was a much needed update. There's some intersections where you just cannot get out of them. Just can't, or get through them rather, because traffic is so bad. You need those protected lights. That must be, I think I'm at the airport. That looks like a tower over there. Like straight ahead of me there. I could be wrong. Might be Portland Airport. Oh, I'm not gonna make my turn. The light's gonna change. Yeah, I probably could have made it, but we're not gonna burn through it. Yes, I know about being tired, jeez. Yeah, we're gonna take a look. Ooh, there's the moon. Nice shot of the moon. That I love the scenery here. Oh, out of my truck. Using my mouse, if you're wondering. I don't have a track IR where I can do stuff like that. Thinking about getting one. Pretty neat to have. Having to click the button, I just move my head slightly. I don't know how well I would do with that though. Head would probably start hurting trying to hold it in one position. I'd ask around and see. Look up some reviews. Okay, driving one hand and then on the wheel and then the other keyboarding it to look around. Portland Cargo Center or Central, that's what that said. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. It's like a train depot right outside the I know I'm getting tired. Shut up. There we go. A train depot just outside the airport too. This makes a lot of sense to have it here. Let's go ahead and see, where do you need it? You need it down there, or let's play it safe and pull straight ahead. Nope, let's do it. Where do you need it? Because I need the XP. Why not? I'm gonna pull in here. This is kind of tight. I don't know how easy this is gonna be. And again, where you need it is probably not gonna be easy at all. Yeah, right there on that dock door. Had somebody bitching to me when I backed up and I bumped off the dock door. I work at a warehouse, and these, I'm gonna show you guys something right now for the guy that was bitching at me. Those little black things right there on the sides of the dock plate, those are stoppers for trailers. When we have trucks come and they make deliveries for us, they're supposed to bump into those things and bounce off of them. Some trucks even have it on them in case somebody's dock doesn't have it. And that's the purpose of it, is to bump off of it so the driver knows when he's back far enough and he's lined up, as well as when he bounces off of it, it gives enough space for the dock plate to get pulled up and to extend out onto the trailer so you can offload it. So, arguing with me like, oh, you hit it, you damaged the trailer. I was like, no, that's not damaging the trailer, that's just how it is. And this is gonna be hard. Let me get out and look. I'm terrible when it comes to parking trailers and then blindsiding it on top of it. Oh man. Alright, well, there's a first for everything. There'll be a 16th for everything too, with the way I park or get trailers in, but we'll see how I do here. Yeah, I'm already off, I think. I am like cutting this as hard as I can, and oh, it's not even in the lane. I can't even see it over there right now. Oh, actually it's not too bad. Whoa, 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 why am I going in reverse? Nope, I'm hitting the gas. No. Not as bad as I thought it was. maybe it is. Yeah, it is. We are crooked, and yeah, it's a lot worse than I thought it was. Oh well, I guess I can probably not blindside it now if I do this. Let me see. Maybe get lucky and do this. Have to put the truck up there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the next dock right now. Luckily there's not another trailer here. I'm gonna put it over there. And then what I'll do is, let's see, I can swing it out this way. Actually, this is probably just gonna do the same thing. Do this, and then go back this way. Let's see if I can swing the trailer even closer to that dock door now. Like I said, 16 times is the charm when it comes to me and docking something here. Oh man, I don't want to cheat it and just do it from the third person view, but we might have to. I don't want you guys sitting here all day waiting for me to park a trailer too, because I'm just terrible at docking trailers. I bet it's not that door. I got that door down packed. Jackknife the trailer. Let's make sure we not do that too. Oh, trailer damage. Yep, there we go. Jackknifing it. Giving a little bit more space there. Alright, we're cheating it. I hate to cheat it, but I am, well, I guess I could try blindsiding it one more time. Let's see here. I'm just damaging the trailer and whatnot. Let's get it a little bit more. Ooh, let's not hit that truck though. Curb here. This is probably like the easiest drop for like most. Yeah, I think I'm already off again. Yeah, I don't know why I like have this fascination to go to that door instead. Alright, let's do this. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Actually, that looks like it might be. Yeah, it's cutting it too quick. Guys on the dock are probably laughing like, God, this guy's a rookie. Look at him. Can't even get a simple trailer into a dock bay with no trailers around him. I say that because I do that too. I feel jacked up now doing it. Alright, yeah, we're doing it from the outside view. We're gonna take all day here. Hit the curb too. It's not legit, I know, but it's dark and it's been a while since I had to park a trailer. I mean, I'm 3 episodes in and all I've been doing is driving. There we go. Get me away from this curb now. Now I'm back on it. Oh, this is terrible. This is why the oversized load that I did previously got cut out. Because I could not park the trailer to save my life. I think I spent 10 minutes trying to just park the trailer itself. I don't know what it is. I'm just like afraid to get over there, but I have all this space. I don't need to worry about that. I think I'm afraid I'm gonna hit that staircase, that's why. But we seem to be good now. A little minor adjustment and we'll be good. So definitely need to practice my parking skills. Those are definitely lacking in ATS. You couldn't tell already. I mean, this ain't even straight. This is garbage. I'm about to do non-blindside here again. Truth be told, it's usually not this bad. Like, even when I do like, I would usually get it right about now, but this is bad. I am definitely shaking some cobwebs off right now trying to do this. I'm just trying to get it to where the dialogue pops up. I don't even care if the truck is straight anymore. Yep, there it is. We're calling that good. That's not good, but I'm calling it good. Alright, let's go ahead and we got our parking brake on. Let's go ahead and just reduce down the park lights here. We'll kill our engine. And let's go ahead and hop out here and take this trailer and couple in. There we go. Cool. Late. What? Oh, we got hit with the late fee. What? Oh, you know why? Because it's a World of Trucks contract. Damn. And I took it like when I last played and then I resumed it again. That's why it's late. Oh, so we lost $42,000 and 2,000 XP. That hurts. Well, I guess you live and you learn. I'll try not to do World of Truck contracts and again, just to be on the safe side. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below what you think and if you liked it and enjoyed it. If you're not new to my channel, go ahead and just hit that like button too. And well, not too, but in case you don't want to type, let me know that you enjoyed this episode or this series. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy this series or any other series that I have on here, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'd greatly appreciate it as it helps me out, but it also keeps you informed on the latest and greatest content that I release. But with all that being said, guys, I'm going to head off and get some fuel for the truck and hit up a rest stop, and then after that we'll find another route, and hopefully we won't be late this time. That really does suck. But until then, guys, take care.